Hello, beloved. Welcome, love. This is Monica Douglas from The Wild Wisdom. And our message today is a gift from the Museum of Broken Relationships in Zagreb. And the question is, do you still have parts of your heart that are wounded from a broken relationship? Now, that could be a romantic relationship, loss of a friendship, family member, loved one. And is it time for you to heal that wound and move forward? Today's journey into the Museum of Broken Relationships really consolidated how important this work of consciously uncoupling, of healing our heart wounds and creating space for love is. In this museum, imagine there are lots of items and objects that people have donated that represent a love that they have had and lost. Just imagine, take a moment now to think about things that you have in your possession, possibly in the attic or in the basement. This was our ritual that we did in the Wild Wisdom membership today. Really thinking of those objects that hold some power and energy over us. And getting a sense of whether it's time to let them go and create space for new ways of loving. And there was one exhibit that really touched my heart, which was a wedding dress, actually. And in the wedding dress, it's a wedding dress donated by a bride-to-be. And she and her husband-to-be were busy planning their wedding. And he said, no, I want a summer wedding. So they put it off for 9 months. And in that 9 months, they planned it. They put all the details together. She bought her dress. He was ready. They even had their pre-wedding photos and rehearsal. And then he died a week before the wedding. And this woman donated her wedding dress to the museum as a reminder for people to love now. So touching, so beautiful. And then there was another exhibit, which was an old bike. And it was an old bike that somebody had donated. And this old bike was the bike that was left behind after the end of a relationship. And this person, they got on the bike and they rode it and they got their mojo back, they got fit, they got well, and then realized that actually they deserved a bike of their own. So they donated it to the museum and got themselves a new one. So I love that story too. Sometimes it's just necessary for us to do the work to move forward. So that's the message of today's Wild Wisdom Wednesday message. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'd love to hear from you if it's touched you, if there's parts of you that feel like it's time to release and heal old wounds and move forward. And if you're interested in doing that work with me, drop me a personal message. I'd love to hear from you and support you to heal your heart and clear the way for love. So until we meet again, be wild, be wise, be well, always. So much love to you.